Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena here on this slightly rainy Saturday as the Owen Sound North Stars take on the Point Edward Pacers. Point Edward has, well, I think a rough start would be maybe a bit of an understatement. They've had a struggle so far this season. And there you can see the North Stars getting ready for battle here as they surround their goalies. Point Edward 1-9 right now on the season. Owen Sound not too far off 500, so Owen Sound certainly favored to win this game, but a couple of high-octane players. You can see here the Wallaceburg Red Devils, 12 games played, 4 and 8 for 8 points. Windsor Clippers, 9 games played, 4 and 5. London also down there, and then you've got Point Edward. They've struggled a little bit, and that's okay. That happens. Now, Owen Sound, we are doing better, although we are at the bottom of our standings. Though we are 10 points, which is 2 points more than any other team in that other division that we were showing you. So, you know, Owen Sound may be at the bottom of these 4, but they're a very strong team in comparison to some of the other teams in this division. And there we've got Talon Brown taking the face-off for Owen Sound and one back for the Pacers. Pacers carrying this up into the offensive zone. Josh Manning. Long shot here. And he scores on the first shot of the game. Josh Manning able to find a way right through the wickets of Nick Sanderson. And the 1-9 Pacers are setting the pace here at the Bayshore.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that with Nick Patterson in the past. Last season, a couple of games where I think he let the first shot in. You know, typically he's a really good goalie at this level, and I'm sure he'll bounce back, but great start for the Pacers.
Exactly what the Pacers are looking for. Now, here are the North Stars getting into the offensive zone. Twisting, turning, shot, scores! The first shot of the game for the North Stars. And he's able to find the back of the net. Number 22, Nate Laycock with that shining, shimmering stick.
Yeah, and it was actually really well defended too. So, you know, good thing for Nate. He was able to get a lot on that, you know, almost like a shovel type shot. And, you know, yeah, as he was falling to the ground, the goaltender probably liked to have that one back and somehow snuck through.
Owen Sound winning that draw, and just like that, we've got a fresh game. It's, you could call it 0-0, just minus 40 seconds if you want. Owen Sound carrying this into the offensive zone. Jordan Cochran sending that along. Laycock with it again, right out in front, slashed, and he's going to fall into the crease. No call on the play. Pacers setting the point, and the North Stars responding in kind. Number 5, Danton Moloticki. Up the floor. Moloticki sending that over. Up high, long shot. Sanderson with the save, rebound. Foot in the crease, so the possession is going to go to the North Stars. Wes Grant starting this rush. Pryor sends a bounce pass up there for Carter Moran. Moran sends that ball forward. Cochran has a bit of a lane, sends that ball over. Moran out the side. Out in front, Ty Morrison. And the ball's still bouncing around, nothing happening there. Pacers able to clear this out of their own zone. As captain, number 4, Zachary Snyder. He's on fire this year offensively, 32 points on the season. And here goes Nolan Gerard. Passes out across. And that pass is going to get away from Jonah Kerr. If he loses that, the Pacers are going to carry this up and out of the zone. Joseph Schmaltz slowing this one down, finding Moloticki. Lockie sends that to the sidewall. Swings out in front. Able to get around one defender. Pierce. Can't connect on that pass. Owen Sound comes up with it. Gerard sends it across. McIver sends that forward. Moran throws that deep. Back out in front for Moran. Shot! Good save there from Point Edwards. Up the floor, the Pacers are going. They muscle around one, and they're gonna cycle back, send it back to Manning, who scored on his first shot of the game. Right out in front, they're gonna cycle back, no shot. Dox Tatar throws that to the sidewall. Manning, low shot off the leg of Owen Pryor. And deciding against that is Marcus Talk. He's gonna use his legs. Shot! They're gonna say no goal. Didn't cross the line. Good save there from Point Edwards. Powering this up the floor. Schneider.
Yeah, nice pace in this game so far. Back up and down the floor after those 2 quick goals. So
Malotki. He's gonna move over to the sidewall. He's gonna go deep, looking across crease. He's gonna throw it back up high. Swinging it around, good save there. Nick Sanderson. And they're gonna say no contact on Sanderson, so this ball's gonna go back to Calder Adams of the North Stars, who's gonna get this rush started here with Jonah Kerr. Sends that in low. Moran sends that across. Laycock trying to find something, sends that cross crease, trying to get a backdoor pass for Moran, who can't come up with it. Now the Pacers battling, Owen Sound battling. 5 seconds left on this shot clock, and the Pacers are gonna come up with it. So they're gonna reset that, and Owen Sound's gonna knock it loose. Now Carter Moran doing some work in front of the net. Goaltender coming out and using his body to knock Moran off the ball. Owen Sound with some good defense here. Ethan Kerr, strong on the body. Trying to knock this one loose, still battling, coming up with it is Dox Tatar. Now Owen Sound with the ball. Nolan Gerard, he's got help. Moran, shot! Can't quite get that one through the 5-hole.
Too many men here. They were jumped the gun to get off the bench and into the defensive situation, and looks like someone's going to serve 2 here.
So great work there from Owen Sound with a ton of pressure. And trying to get into the box there. It looks like it'll be number 11, Tyler Amara. So Mara in the box. Owen Sound, great pressure, able to draw a penalty on the call. Now they're going to cycle this ball around. Moran down low. Back from Moran. Kerr sends that in deep. Backdoor pass, shot! Cochran can't quite get that one to go, but it's going to bounce off the goalie and out of place. So Owen Sound is going to keep the ball with a fresh 30 seconds. Kerr passes back. Right out in front, shot, and a good save. Laycock picking this one up. Back to Jonah Kerr, shot again. That one's going to go wide. Moran's going to have to get on his horse here. Breakaway for Dox Tatar. Nick Sanderson, save! Jonah Kerr getting to that ball first, able to shake off Dox Tatar, but then he loses it. Picked up now by number 27, Joseph Schmaltz. Schmaltz is going to carry this into the zone with 25 seconds or so to kill off this power play. Owen Sound are going to have just under 50 seconds left when they get the ball back.
Yeah, they've been a little sloppy so far on this PP, so they'll get an opportunity to right the ship late in the penalty time.
Josh Manning. Killing time, 4 seconds left, sends a long ball in. Sanderson able to pick it up. He's going to throw that forward. Picking it up is Logan Clagues. Clagues carrying it up the floor. He's got Moran. Going to send that over for Laycock. Laycock, no stranger to getting in tight to the net. Moran sends that across the floor. Shot! And a good save there as Tyson Morrison can't quite get that one to go.
No, that
Morrison
was
back on defense.
real nice play. They ran a scissor pick on the far side there. The left got it over to the right. He's got a nice look at it, but wasn't able to get it. And now we're going to have an 10-second.
Sending this up the floor, a breakaway for Moran. He's out in front, alone shot, scores! Carter Moran doesn't open, but gets the second goal of the game here for the Owen Sound North Stars.
A little unorthodox power play, but it'll go on the sheet as such. A great job pressuring the Pacers as they were unable to gain the offensive zone and therefore had the 10-second violation call, and they had nobody back. Their last man back was the ball handler, and as he set the ball back, there was 2 orange shirts in behind him already. So
goes to show that sometimes your best offense can be a strong defense, and sometimes your best defense can be a strong offense.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Ethan Kerr sending that forward, connecting with Jackson Ray. Jackson's going to flip that one off. Picking it up is Jonah Kerr, sending it in deep. Shot, great save from Point Edwards. Jonah Kerr still with it, in all alone. Shot, scores! Jonah Kerr makes it 3-1 here at the Bayshore.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on defense there. The Pacers got really spread out trying to play an aggressive man-to-man, but a little bit too exaggerated. And once he beat one player, he had a clear lane to the net with no help at all. There you see number 13 had nobody, didn't realize that the slide should have been appropriate there, and Jonah went to the net, made a nice move, and made sure he put it home.
Dallin Brown on the face-off. And Owen Sound is going to be given possession as Mason Brown gets called on the dot. Now Carter Moran taking this ball into the zone. Sends that across. Laycock sends it deep. Cochran shot. Great save. Point Edwards. Moran out in front. Shot, scores. Carter Moran. It's 4-1 for the North Stars.
Again, North Stars taking advantage of a turnover there. A nice stop by the goaltender. He wasn't able to corral the rebound, and his defenders didn't box out there nor get possession, and Carter Moran at the right place at the right time. And again, he's not a guy you want to leave alone right on the goalie.
Well, Mason Brown not happy with the referee. I think just trying to get an explanation here about what's going on. Point Edwards left scratching their heads a little bit right now. Talon Brown able to win this one forward. Picking it up is Ethan Kerr. He's going to take this into the offensive zone. Gets around 2 guys, sends that back. And picking it up is Jackson Ray as he slows his play down. Now Carter Moran comes on the floor. Ray flips it off to him. Running in is Tyson Morrison. He's going to send this across the floor to Laycock instead. Laycock, he's got a pick. Jackson Farley holds up. Back to Jonah Kerr. He's got one on the evening. Kerr getting around his man. Shot off the leg. Point Edwards picks it up. Laycock shot. Great save, but a foot in the crease. So Point Edwards is going to get possession of this ball as Jonah Kerr tries to break that up. Sending this into the offensive zone now for Point Edwards. Twisting, turning, knocked out of Pierce's stick. Owen Sound trying to find it. Marcus Talk. He does, and he's got wheels, he's got speed, and he's got a team. One pass, shot, great save. Point Edwards off into the corner. Owen Sound with speed still, trying to get there. Picking this up is Moran. Over to Talk. Talk sends it into the corner. Slowing this one down. Back across the floor. Can't quite connect on that pass. Jumping up and collecting that is Jordan Cochran. Back over to Marcus Talk. Down low for Moran. Right out in front for Cochran. Can't quite get the shot away. He's going to swing back around. Great hit by Cochran. And he's going to throw this down as the clock runs out on the shot clock.
Yeah, he didn't realize how much time he had, which wasn't much. And he passed up an opportunity to shoot, to curl out and look for someone cutting behind him, but the clock had already expired.
Point Edwards now. Snopel sends that out in front. Shot here. Great save, Nick Sanderson. Still with it. Point Edwards, another shot. They score. Number 22, Cyrus Snopel.
Again, real nice play coming across the top. He beat the defender. had a clear lane as he moved laterally, and kind of shot across his body and caught Sanderson, as he was moving from one side of the net to the other.
Great individual effort there from Sinople. He's able to put that one in, beating Logan Cleggs with his feet along the boards.
Yeah.
Just a difference there in body mass, I think, made the biggest difference in that play.
Yeah, well, Clegg's got to get his stick out in front of him and sort of just cut that angle off. It's all about angles as you defend. A lot of you can give up size, but if you stay in the shooting lanes and beat your player to where he wants to get, you'll make him turn back.
Marcus Talk using his speed to his advantage. Owen Pryor flipping that one forward. Farley with it now. Farley sends that in deep to the North Stars. Laycock gets around, right out in front. Shot, great save, Point Edwards. Owen Sound still with this one. Kerr sends that across for Farley. Farley's got Morrison cutting to the net. Laycock with the pick. Farley gets around, using his shoulder, loses it. Picks that one up. Morrison shot, just wide. Picked up now by Moran. Shot again, just wide of the net. Morrison can't quite cradle that one, and they've got 10 seconds left on this shot clock. He's gonna have to move his feet quick. He's gonna send that one in real deep, and can't come up with that one is Jordan Kerr, but goaltender's gonna pick that up. Sending that one forward. Taylor Mara carrying this in. Flips that off for a couple of teammates. Now you've got Zachary Schneider, 32 points on the year. Back to Schneider. Backdoor pass, shot, great save, Nick Sanderson.
Again, the player just leaked in behind without any recognition, and Sanderson came up with a big save there.
Still battling here is Calvin Stewart. Lots of time coming off the shot clock. Jordan Cochran taking this into the offensive zone. Cochran sends that up. Jonah Kerr can't get the shot away, loses the ball. Pacers are going to pick this one up.
Yeah, he tried a little toe drag there and got clipped, and as you said, turned it over.
Madden Docs Tatar using that big frame to get through a couple of defenders, but that one's going to be knocked loose by Jonah Kerr as he sends that back to a teammate and then picks that one up again. Carter Moran out in front, shot just wide. He had room over the shoulder, but couldn't quite get it to go. Laycock takes one stick in the face. Still with the ball, shot, diving play, and a penalty now coming up to the Pacers for slashing. Great effort there from Laycock. He's able to draw that call, still has a scoring opportunity, and now the Owen Sound North Stars are going to get 2 more minutes with a lead and with an advantage in players.
Yeah, again, he did a great job turning the corner down low, got underneath his man, and even though he didn't have much of an angle, he kept coming across the crease, dove, and the defender laid the wood on him a little too loud there, and it resulted in a 2-minute penalty here.
Well, we've got Tanner Hamill out there cleaning the crease, making sure it's all right. Laycock had maybe slipped or made it slippy as he went down. So, round of applause there for Tanner Hamill as his team gives him a little tap on the glass. He's calling for more. Why not? Carter Moran slowing things down. Jonah Kerr finds Moran. Moran sends it across for Laycock. Fakes the shot. Back to Moran. Back to Laycock. Moran and Laycock playing catch. Using their heads. Kerr, shot. Can't quite get that one to go. It looks like it might have bounced off Tyson Morrison, rather.
It looks like we're going to get another penalty here. Probably illegal cross-check. Little aggressive cross-check. Little after Jonah Kerr let the ball go. So
off to the box now is number 13, Madden Docs Tatar. And Owen Sound is going to have a 2-man advantage. So they're going to send Jordan Cochran off for a bit of a rest, make sure that he stays fresh for the rest of this game. And they're actually going to pull out Calvin Stewart. And he's going to stay as a high man as they just go 4-on-3. Laycock, Kerr. Back to Laycock. Backdoor shot. Back to Laycock. Kerr. Behind the back shot, can't get that one to go, just wide. Laycock comes up with it, 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Moran can't catch that, gets the rebound instead. Back across, Laycock can't come up with it. Owen Sound's got 5 seconds left. Morrison, right out in front, shot, scores! Tyson Morrison scores on the two-man advantage to make it 5-2 at the Bayshore.
And again, a great individual effort, just corralling that loose ball. They had good ball movement, but just really couldn't generate a good shot opportunity. And Tyson picked up the ball and bangs one in off the post, and good shot. It results in a goal here.
Great work there from Morrison, taking that one right down to the wire. Owen Sound still on the power play, so setting up here is Talon Brown as he tries to win this ball back, and does. Marcus Toth will pick this one up. He sees a lane, so he's just gonna run. He's got the wheels. Laycock out in front, shot, scores! Nate Laycock makes it 6-2. The North Stars are shining at the Bayshore.
Again, a heads-up play. Typically on the power play, you don't see the transition guy push the ball up the floor, but he did a great job of coming down the middle here. I think we got number 10, Wes Grant. Threads a nice pass, and Laycock, again, it looks like it went off the bar and in, and great extension. But again, the defender got caught sort of trying to take the pass away, and Laycock went in with nobody touching him.
Great play there from Wes Grant to see an opening in the defense and taking the advantage that he saw and making the most of it. Farley now with the ball. North Stars trying to keep the pressure on as they lead by 4 with 7 minutes left to go in the first period. Morrison swinging out front slowly. He's going to keep going. He's got a lane. Long shot. And a good save there from Point Edwards. He uses his knee to clamp that against his stick.
Point Edwards is going to take another penalty here. I'm sure we'll get another look at it. Call the high stick. Again, don't know how egregious it was, but nonetheless, in the eyes of Mr. Referee Peter DeBrone, deserved a 2-minute call.
I can safely admit that I was ball watching and didn't quite see the play.
I mean, it looked like there was a little bit of contact there, but anyways.
Kerr's going to lose this ball, and he's going to have to run back and catch this. 15 seconds left, throwing that forward. Moran can't come up with that. It's going to go off his stick and out of play, so Point Edward is going to get possession here. Great defense there from Tyson Morrison. They're going to send a bouncing ball in, and coming up with it now, breakaway, number 18, Caden Loken, shot. Great save by Nick Sanderson. He's going to throw this up for Carter Moran. They're going to have to slow this one down. Moran's calling for his team. Another call going against Point Edwards. They're going to get another penalty.
I think we're going to get a too many men call here.
And the coach for Point Edwards is letting them have it. He is not happy. That's a bad penalty to take. It's showing they're not in it. And he's trying to shake him awake a little bit here. That's exactly what you'd hope to see from a coach when your team is down 4 goals and have taken probably 5 or 6 penalties by now. It's exactly what you look for in a coach. Get a little fired up, get the boys moving, wake them up a little bit on the bench. Stewart's going to send that forward. Now Laycock, Kerr, back to Laycock, back door, shot. Laycock's got it. Morrison to Laycock, Laycock to Moran, shot, can't get that one to go. Into the corner. Trying to come up with that one is Jonah Kerr. Kerr has a stick on it, it's going to roll. They've got 23 seconds. Lots of time. Moran to Kerr. Kerr finds Laycock. Kerr, shot right into the chest. And that's going to stay out. No problem there.
Again, great pressure here to create the turnover on the man down.
Yeah, we're going to get another call here. I'm not too sure what's going on.
That was a 10-minute violation. They didn't get into the opposition zone on the man down, so it was just a time count violation.
Laycock's going to miss that one. Sends that down for Morrison. Back to Laycock. Finds Jonah Kerr. Back to Laycock. He's got room. Shot. Bouncing ball. Can't get that one to go. Moran with it. Sends that over. Kerr. Shot. High and wide. Kerr with his own rebound. Can't get that one to go. Great attempt, though. Good shoulder there from Moran, trying to shake that ball out of the stick of Madden Dox-Tatar, who is going to flip that over, and now Zachary Snyder is going to slow things down a little bit. As Kaya Pierce tries to get open, and does. He's going to shake off Marcus. That one's going to go a little bit high. Owen Sound trying to pick this up and able to save a few extra seconds of this power play. 20 seconds left. All the way in, Owen Sound shot, great save by Aiden Foster. Good run there from Logan Cleggs. Owen Sound keeping this pressure on up high. Long ball deep. Wes Grant coming up with it. And now we've got a too many men penalty.
No, just a possession call because they were on the offense.
Shot there and a good save, Nick Sanderson, making sure that 5-hole stays closed. Great stick there from Zach Snyder, able to break up that pass. And a big hit there, Tyson Morrison getting that ball to leak free. He's gonna hold this in the offensive zone, waiting for his team to come out. Jordan Cochran's in. And Zach Snyder, he's limping around. Morrison in, gets his stick knocked loose. He's on the ground, he gets hit a second time. Still nothing. That ball's gonna go all the way down to the other side of the floor. And the North Stars still trying to hunt this one down. Picked up instead by Madden Dox-Tatar. Dox-Tatar, right in tight. Shot, scores, Dox-Tatar. Gives a little taunt back to the goalie to show him that he means business.
Yeah, that was, again, great individual effort. It's a big man, looks pretty athletic with a good stick there. You're able to just reach up and put it over, looks like Nick Sanderson's shoulder. But he takes it hard to the net, knocks the defender over, and yeah, Nick Sanderson didn't really square up. He kind of backed into his own net, and he gave up a lot of net for a big goaltender. Had he just stayed square, he probably would have taken most of the angle away.
Battling at center, Talon Brown. Mason Brown. Wayne Edwards winning this face-off, and they're going to slowly carry this in. Josh Manning. Battling hard, Kashish Kishik. Now Owen Sound, I think they're going to get called for a penalty here. Holding on Owen Sound. So headed to the box, number 23, Nolan Gerard for holding. Owen Sound will find themselves down a man for the first time this game. And Gerard arguing his case, saying maybe the penalty should have gone the other way. Referee doesn't see it that way. And Owen Sound will have to kill off this penalty for 2 minutes. Snyder cycling, Manning. Manning's got a lane, good shot. Nick Sanderson coming up big. Sends this long ball. Carter Moran picks it up. He's got Wes Grant. Shot, good save. Moran trying to come up with this, playing basketball with it. Now playing hockey. Both players battling. Wes Grant trying to pick this one up, ends up stumbling. And good work there, good battle, killing off lots of time off that penalty. Now Manning in with it, with speed, shot. Good save, Nick Sanderson. Ethan Kerr, head of speed, he's got Nate Laycock. Laycock will pick this one up, and he's gonna slow things down. He knows he doesn't need to shoot, he just has to kill off the shot clock. He's gonna send it over for Jordan Cochran. 15 seconds left, he's gonna get a lane. He's gonna take a shot, and Ethan Kerr picks it up, shot. Can't get that one to go, it goes off the crossbar. Picking this up is Point Edwards, it's a 2-on-1. Shot, scores! Number 20, Mason Brown, able to cut this lead down to 1. It's 6-5 for Owen Sound.
Yeah, kind of a 2-on-1 situation. He decided early on that there was no pass coming, and he just beat Nick Sanderson up high. Real nice shot, had a lot on it, and obviously went where he was looking. The Pacers just get the face-off violation. They put a man on the floor late in the neutral zone area of the draw and cough up possession.
Owen Sound, minute 20 left. They'd like to probably restore a multi-goal lead, but they'll settle for any lead, I'm sure. Jonah Kerr sends that across the floor. Picking it up is Nate Laycock. Laycock gets around one man. He's got room, sends that off. Moran can't get a stick on that one, he's gonna lose it. Point Edwards picks this one up. They've got speed and they're gonna take it into the zone. Jock Statard, able to shoulder pass, shot, great save, Nick Sanderson. Rebound picked up, Moran trying to find it, gets it, cycles around behind the net. And throws that one forward, able to connect with Nolan McIver. McIver bounces that one forward. Jordan Cochran, 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Right out in front. Can't get that one to go as Jackson Ray, great attempt. Pass across. Farley can't come up with that one. He's gonna have to go back, picks it up. He's got lots of time, lots of teammates, 2 seconds left. And that's gonna be a change of possession, so now, and they're gonna.
We got a timeout here by the Pacers. They'll probably bring their goalie and go 6-on-5 here for the last 15, and I think referee DeBrone is asking to put 2 more seconds back on the clock, which probably won't matter since they'll probably run it down to 10 or 9 seconds before they try to run a play. But nonetheless, Pacers have fought back here, down 6-2, make it 6-4, and had some other opportunities. I think the goaltending matchup so far goes to Nick Sanderson. If you switch goalies, the score could be a different situation.
Both teams certainly playing to a high degree, trying to find that offense. Point Edwards, they've had a hard time finding offense. They've been outscored pretty heavily, almost 3-1 on goals against. So.
Yeah, you can see the shots on goal here are 23-11 so far, just late in the first period here. And yeah, to get 4 goals and 11 shots is quite a feat. So.
And they've got 6 guys out there now. Manning swinging, takes that long shot right out in front, off the foot of an Owen Sound. North Star, long shot, can't get that one to go. 3 seconds left, and Manning's gonna kill the rest of this period. That would have been outstanding to see.
Yeah, that's why it's very dangerous when you go 6-on-5 to start to run that play early with the 18 seconds. They left way too much time on the clock in the event that there was a turnover or a shot on goal that that left 5 more seconds or so on the clock to almost give up an empty netter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Owen Sound North Stars leading the Point Edward Pacers 6-4. We'll be right back after this break as we look at an interview from Point Edward Pacer number 23, Caden Farage. Stay tuned here on Rogers TV for all your North Stars.
Are you the type who would keep going or stop? It's not easy to stop when you have an addiction. Legalizing cannabis won't stop addiction. It trivializes its consumption. Let's be vigilant. If you need help, visit portage.ca.
I lost my job recently, and it's been tough to keep my spirits up. I feel like I'm failing my family. Your prayers have given me renewed hope and guidance. You were there for me in my darkest moments, shining a guiding light. Thankful to say, our prayers have been answered.
Here are 3 reasons why your social strategies should include Rogers TV. Reason number 1 is we have hyper-local audiences. The community TV channel gives you a chance to engage with people where you live, so you really get to know your neighbors and they get to know you. Reason number 2 is we can help diversify your distribution. With social media, it's really important to be able to have a wider audience, and Rogers TV can actually help complement your online presence by delivering to a different audience. And it's actually really easy to repurpose repurpose your existing content or to just create new material specifically tailored for community TV. And finally, reason number 3 is we can help enhance your credibility and your trust. And by aligning your brand with Rogers TV, you can tap into that trust that viewers have. This can boost your reputation, especially among viewers who favor local businesses and value community involvement. 1, 2, 3. It's that easy to build your local audience with Rogers TV.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena. I'm joined by Point Edward Pacers number 23, Caden Farich. Caden, you're not from this neck of the woods, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. So this is a far little drive for us. So, you know, I'm excited though. Never been to Owen.
How are you enjoying Owen Sound?
Well, we just got here about an hour ago, but it's pretty scenic. You know, the lake over there. I think that's a lake, right? Yeah. Good time.
You got it, you got it. Tell me, I mean, it's been a tough season for Point Edwards this year. What do you guys need to do to turn things around in the scenic city?
Well, you know, it's a rebuilding year right now, but we just got to play our game. We just got to play 60 minutes of good lacrosse, hard lacrosse, and that's about it. That's how we're going to get it done tonight.
Excellent. You want to give us a prediction? What's your final score of the game?
I got the Pacers 10-9 tonight, you know.
10-9, 1-goal game. It's going to be a tight one?
Yeah, it should be a good one tonight.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Owen Sound North Stars versus the Point Edward Pacers here on Rogers TV. We'll be right back with the next period of play.
For 25 years, you've been helping to make our roads safer by doing the right thing. You've been the designated driver, you've stayed over, called home, you've called a cab or a friend, and planned ahead. Let's keep doing the right thing. Support sober driving by getting yourself and your friends home safely.
Do the right thing.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdswell, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. In 2008, carbon monoxide, a deadly invisible gas, killed an entire family in our province. That tragedy led to a new law requiring homes with potential CO sources to have alarms. John Gignac's family members passed away that day, and he shares his story to save others.
Please make sure you have working CO alarms in your home. Protect your family today.
I battle with addiction of prescription drugs since my mom passed. Please tell God I'm sorry, and I really just want to feel his love right now. I don't want to kill myself. Can you please pray for me?
Hi, I'm Tiffany James, the host of Her Story. Join us on Rogers TV as I interview various women in our community on how they found success in their own way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena. Steve, hard-fought first period there. Owen Sound up by a couple of goals, and you were saying just at the end of the period there, like this Pacers team doesn't seem like a 1-9 team.
Yeah, they definitely have some good players. They have some real big boys on the back end that have a lot of skill, you know, for defenders. They seem to handle the ball well. They're big, strong. We've seen one go to the net and score, and yeah, they might lack a lot of, you know, some offense or more more weapons than perhaps Owen Sound or some of the other teams in this league. But yeah, they're full marks. They certainly could be in this if they'd stop taking penalties.
Well, that'll be certainly Point Edward's key to success, is stay on the floor more. You can't keep giving your opponents an opportunity to get ahead. Now for Owen Sound, how are they going to come out with the win?
Well, again, they can't start, winning on the dum-dum side and taking penalties themselves. I mean, if it comes down to a special teams match, anything goes, and you don't want to, playing 5-on-5. Owen Sound certainly has more offensive capabilities to keep moving the ball, so they should come out on the winning end if they go even on possessions.
Certainly two competitive teams here battling in the Scenic City. Stay tuned on Rogers TV to see what's happening next.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
Baking for Change is coming this fall, and I'm your host, Wendy Pauls. We'll feature some of Canada's best bakers like Jen and Astor, sharing their favorite recipes. And you can bake along with us at home, while supporting refugee youth like Crystal. And the amazing work of UNICEF Canada.
Check for days and times.
On Rogers TV.
Welcome to the traditional, ancestral, unceded territory of the Stalo people. The Stalo are people of the river. I'm so thankful for the courage and resiliency of our ancestors who lived on this land since time immemorial. Each of us have gifts from the Creator, and our Creator has a plan and purpose to be fulfilled in our territory. As we embrace our traditional teachings, we can lead the next generation into the fullness of what our Creator designed. Our shared history reveals a broken relationship, but as all Canadians commit to hear truth, acknowledge injustice, we can learn to walk in our traditional way, Letsamot, with a good heart and a good mind. Then all of our lives will be enriched. Kwasai.
Hi, I'm David Sherman, host of Politically Speaking. Politically Speaking is interviews with your politicians on Rogers TV. 7 o'clock, Thursday evening. Politically Speaking on Rogers TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to tonight's match on Rogers TV between the Point Edward Pacers and your Owen Sound North Stars. Owen Sound leading by a score of 6-4 after 20 minutes of play. Story of the game so far has been power plays for Owen Sound, penalties for the Pacers. A few going both ways, but Pacers certainly outpacing North Stars. Battling there at center floor, Talon Brown versus Mason Brown. And Owen Sound is gonna come up with that one. It was up in the air, no pun intended, for a little while. And when it came back down, it was in Owen Sound's possession. Moran sends that across the floor. Calder Adams flipping that forward for Jonah Kerr. Jonah Kerr sends that one in low. Laycock across the floor for Moran. Moran sends it low. And we're gonna get a penalty against Owen Sound, I think. I'll be honest, I was watching Jonah Kerr. I didn't see what happened, and all I saw was a North Star on the ground, and then that North Star was getting the penalty. So we might have to take a quick look here at the replay as Jordan Cochran goes to the bench, or rather to the penalty box. He's not happy about it. He's stunned, in fact. Jordan Cochran getting called 2 minutes for high sticking.
Yeah, I think he might have. Just again, a bit of a frustration call as he was cutting down low. He brought the stick up on the defender and right in front of the referee. So
Pacers right out in front, save Sanderson. Almost losing that, but Wes Grant comes up with it. He's going to try to throw this up the floor. Moran can't quite get that on his backhand. Manning picks it up instead. He's going to carry this into the offensive zone. Throws that forward. Pacers, backdoor pass. They're going to keep this play going. Long shot, save Sanderson right off the ankle. He picks this one up, and he's going to have to slow this one down. No point in losing it. They just want to kill time. Now he's going to go for the long bomb. The North Stars pick this one up. Wes Grant sends it across the floor right out in front. Can't contain that. Owen Sound's going to kill at least 15 seconds, and now it's back in possession of the Pacers as Bo Dox Tatar takes this in with speed. Pass across, shot, scores! Zachary Snyder, his 33rd point of the season.
Yeah, of all the Pacers on the floor, he's probably the guy you don't want to see have the ball last. So, again, a well-executed 3-on-2 transition play, even though they're on the power play there. And, you know, it shows that it's never a bad time to take advantage of transition opportunities.
Zachary Snyder cutting that lead down to just one. Great goal from him as he goes barreling into the net. Now this ball right along the wall. Nobody coming up with it yet, and it looks like the Pacers, well, still nobody in possession of it. Still battling. Owen Sound's going to come up with it instead. He's going to send that across the floor. Moran picks it up. Sends that in. Adams. Laycock passes. Now Kerr right out in front. And it's going to be another. Oh, no. Oh, boy. That is not a good hit. Not a good scene. His arms went right up in the air. I think they're going to need to leave him there. So at least one call coming here, and got hit real late there, and sorry, we're not saying much. We're not too sure what's going on right now. That player is not moving much at the moment. You can see down there, I'm not too sure who that is at the moment. I think that might be Jonah Kerr. Yeah, that'll be Jonah Kerr. So he's down in the corner. You got a couple of North Stars coaches and stuff on the floor right now. They're upset, obviously. It's their player who's been hurt. Jonah's been carrying this offense quite a bit. He's been a pivotal piece, and he is up at least on his knees right now. It looks like they're going to get ready to lift him up. It just looked like he went in kind of awkwardly, maybe tailbone or something, but he's going to stand up, and he's busy. So I think they're going to need to carry him off here. It's a tough sport. It's a tough game. These boys battle hard every single game. It doesn't matter how old they are. They're going to put their all into every single game, and I think that's what we're seeing here tonight. We'll take a moment here as things get settled, and we'll say thank you to Pizza Hut for providing all of the refreshments for the crew here at Rogers. You can visit Pizza Hut at 669 10th Street West, Owen Sound, Ontario. Call them at 519-371-5660. You can also visit them at www.pizzahut.ca. Thank you, Pizza Hut, for all of your support of the OLA Jr. B North Stars. So far, no penalties have been posted on the board. There was a referee arm up in the air. Everybody is getting settled around the Pacers area. There's a couple of players in the box as well. So right now there are only 3 Pacers in the defensive zone. Zach Snyder is hanging out in the transition zone in front of the bench. Referee Kennery is doing his best to explain things to the Pacers. And Pete DeBrone doing the same thing over with the North Stars. So we're getting another explanation. It looks like it's going to at least be 5-on-4, although there's another Pacer who has got his legs hanging over the board. So it may end up being 5-on-5, but we're going to send another referee over to figure out what's going on.
I think we got a 5-on-3 situation here.
5-on-3, all right.
It's a matter of whether there was a major called or whether it was a minor, double minor.
So Wes Grant is going to stay as the high man, and somebody's getting sent off completely. I don't know.
So 27, Joseph Schmaltz must have got called for a major there, and it was checking from behind, perhaps a boarding major. So obviously he's been removed from the game. So
it looks like they maybe trying to look at replays or something like that on the tablets, or just taking some notes. All right, so there's a high sticking call, and it looked like a boarding call, judging by the hand signals of the referee. All right, well, Owen Sound, we had mentioned that they had done well on the power play, that keys to success for Point Edwards would be to stay out of the box, and there you go, Owen Sound scores. Carter Moran putting the first one home on this 5-on-3. So one player is going to be freed from the box, and I think we're going to go to 5-on-4.
We'll go 5-on-4 now, and they'll still have the opportunity to score 2 goals on this major.
Right.
And the player serving the major will continue to serve the major if they are successful in getting 2 until it is expired.
Well, Steve, you had said Point Edwards, they had to stay out of the box, and they did exactly not that. And Owen Sound has scored right away. Great battle there at center. Coming up with that is Point Edwards, Marcus Brown. And now Zachary Snyder, captain of the Pacers, sends that across the floor. Manning trying to slow things down. Carter Moran's in deep. And they're gonna send someone back to deal with him. Now Snyder, he's got room. He's gonna slow things down again. 9 seconds left. Manning takes a long shot. That's gonna go off the foot of Nick Sanderson. And they're gonna get a possession call here. So Owen Sound off to get set up here on the power play. Tyson Morrison across the floor. Laycock finds Moran. Back to Laycock. Morrison to Laycock. Moran across the floor. Cochran. Moran. Behind the back. Cochran shot. Just missed the net. So referee DeBrone is trying to get there, and he's going to set this ball up in the corner. Zach Snyder, he's got the opportunity to kill 30 seconds off of the remaining 3 minutes and 30 seconds of this power play. Owen Sound, 1 goal on the 5-on-3, 2 more opportunities to score with this 5-minute major. Sound battling, trying to get this ball back, still can't find it. 4 seconds left, and they're going to call an over and back, as Caden Smith is just a little late to that ball. Laycock carrying this into the offensive zone to Moran. Laycock and Morrison. Finds Moran. Laycock trying to set something up. Down low now. Right out in front for Moran. Kind of handcuffed him on that pass. Jordan Cochran trying to get there. Sends one man into the boards. Moran now in a foot race. He's against a much larger opponent. It's going to be tough. Morrison trying to come up with this. Jordan Cochran does. They're going to run out of time, and they're going to need to leave the ball right there. An unfortunate outcome on that rush?
Yeah, that's the second possession in a row they've had a 30-second clock violation. So they're going to want to clean that up. They're letting this opportunity fly by here with the 5-minute major.
Point Edwards loses that ball. Ethan Kerr comes up with it. He's trying to spring Moran. Can't quite, but he's going to go in by himself. He's going to slow things down. Still has Moran open. Moran finally gets the ball now. He's going to send that over for Nate Laycock. Laycock down for Moran. Back to Laycock. Moran swings out in front. Finds Morrison. Morrison has a lane shot. Doesn't get that one to go. Jordan Cochran comes up with the rebound.
Again, they ran a real nice scissor pick set play there, and just bad luck kept the ball out of the net. Well, good luck for the goaltender, one or the other.
Morrison to Laycock, trying to do it again. Down low, Cochran back to Laycock, long shot, just past the net. They've got 10 seconds to get this ball. It's a foot race, Laycock can't keep up. Bo Dox Tatar shot, great save, Sanderson.
And again, that's certainly a situation where Nick Sanderson, I know he's hobbled a little bit with that sore ankle, but he had lots of time to come out and retrieve that ball, and chose not to, and had to make a big save on a great individual effort on the man-down transition opportunity.
Mason Brown. Twisting, turning, gets around two. Now he comes up against another defender. Good shot there, just wide. Owen Sound, a minute left on this power play. Trying to spring Marcus Toth, can't quite. And they're going to turn this back over. Mason Brown picks it up. Mason Brown getting whacked by Nolan Gerard. Brown able to get around one. Gerard's going to have to be careful with that free hand.
He got very lucky he didn't get a hold there. They called generally for a lot less than that.
Snyder trying to get free. Dox Tatar sees him. Connects out in front. Backhand. Shot scores! Zach Snyder with an incredible goal, short-handed, right out in front of Nick Sanderson, right behind the back and over the shoulder. A defensive breakdown here for the North Stars.
Yeah, we'll watch. There's too many North Stars that aren't doing anything. They don't have anybody. They're not covering a zone. Here we see number 16 just, thinking he's a safety. He's in the middle of no man's land and not in the position to knock that pass down or intercept it, not there to support and give help. You're better off to play a lot deeper and come in rather than playing in the middle, and you're almost a monkey in the middle and can't really help.
Carter Moran coming down with that.
So they're -1 on this 5-man power play opportunity. 5 minute.
Laycock. Morrison. Across, out in front. Cochran shot, can't get that bouncing one to go. No contact with the goalie, so another turnover, 5 seconds left, and Owen Sound is gonna come out. Steve, like you said, -1 on this power play. Owen Sound getting away with a penalty potentially there, and trying to sell that call as well. It's like Mason Brown maybe went down a little easily. Right out in front, shot. Good save, Sanderson. Picking that up. Goes Calder Adams. Adams sends that one back. Stewart up for Morrison. Morrison taking a moment to look. Sends that across the way. Moran tries to get that one in short for Cochran. Can't quite. Moran's not going to win too many weight battles there. And instead, the Pacers are going to come up with that one. Long shot here. Bouncing play. It's in. They tied the game. Number 11, Taylor Mara. A shot that Sanderson certainly would want back. He thought he had it. He didn't think there was anything to worry about, and that one just bounces right underneath the goalie stick. And
yeah, it was a real awkward release here. I don't know that he lets a lot of underhands rip. But again, the defender getting caught, allowing the shot. In this case, Morrison, and we're going to have a goaltending change here. And I'm a big fan of Nick Sanderson, but he has not been sharp here in the second.
So Miles Plater taking the floor in the net for Owen Sound. You know, we've seen, and Steve, I'm sure you could speak to, Nick Sanderson's ankle is not being 100% this season so far. And what does Miles Plater come in and give this team? Do they play differently now in front of Plater than they would?
They're going to have to, because again, the Pacers do not have a lot of guys that are pure offense. So to give up goals that they just gave up there was just a fundamental breakdown on defense. The goal before that was the same thing. I mean, they need to be a lot more cohesive, a lot more communication, and eliminate time and space, take shooting lanes away, just elementary stuff, and they'll be fine. But they have to stick to it, because I'm sure the Pacers are real hungry to.
Shot.
The Pacers would be real hungry to get a road win here, and so far they put the effort that is going to be needed to do so.
Caden Loken in tight, and that one almost goes in. Miles Plater able to just keep that one out. Wes Grant on his man. Dox Tatar twisting and turning. Long bomb there for Dox Tatar. Plater able to get in front of it. Sends this one up for Wes Grant. Wes across, shot. Good save. Wes Grant comes up with the rebound. He's going to send that back for Calvin Stewart. Stewart's going to slow things down. He's going to find Jordan Cochran. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Cochran goes low for Moran. Moran up high for Farley. Farley down for Morrison. Morrison tries to get around his man. Sends that back door. Can't quite figure that one out. Back up to Moran. Moran takes a fake shot, finds Morrison. Back out in front. Can't get that one to go. Farley, 4 seconds left. Flips it off the glass. Can't come up with it, and the Pacers are going to pick this up and take it up the floor. Zach Snyder slowing things down. They've got a tie game for the first time. Caden Smith sends that one in. Across the floor, Dox Tatar. Shot! Doesn't quite make it to Miles Plater. Owen Pryor coming up with this. Throws that forward for Ethan Kerr. Ethan's got a few options out there. Calder Adams goes for a change. Moran out in front. Sends that across the floor. Connects with Jordan Cochran. Down low, Moran picks that off the glass. Talon Brown out there on offense now. Back up for Nate Laycock. Twists and turns. Gets around two. Carries that back. And that one slips right through the stick of Jordan Cochran. Owen Sound without a shot in the last couple of minutes. Now the Pacers up the floor. Caden Lockin. Still battling. Gets around his man out in front. Shot. And a good save there as Miles Plater takes away the bottom side of the net. Now with speed goes Wes Grant. Farley back out on the floor. Throws that off. Owen Pryor. Rather, Jackson Ray out there. Finds Farley. And a possession call. Moran leaves that on the floor. A couple extra slashes there against Laycock's leg. Morrison can't come up with that one. Throwing that across. Picking it up is Ethan Kerr. Ethan's got Moran out front, decides to hold on to it. Kerr sends it across for Farley. Farley down low. Can't quite connect on that. Talon Brown has to go back and reset. Moran, long shot, just wide of the net. Rebound, good save. And the Pacers are gonna pick this up. Cochran tries to knock that loose. Pacers still with it. Zach Snyder carries this up the floor. Fakes the pass, tries to get around Wes Grant. Good pick there by Mason Brown. Pacers with speed, long shot, Snyder deflected. Picking that up is number 9, Nolan McIver. And both players going here. Number 21, Kaya Pierce back to the box, and number 10, Wes Grant. A little bit of pushing, shoving, grabbing each other And both players are going to sit for 2 minutes. I think we'll probably play 4-on-4 here. We'll see what the referee decides. And now a technical going against Wes Grant. So he's going to get a double minor. And it'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then Owen Sound's going to have to kill off a penalty. So,
Yeah,
Steve, like you say, an undisciplined play.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's the fact that they both got called. Well, that's fine. But yeah, then to take one, yakking at the ref on the way over. It was a nothing altercation. It wasn't like somebody was egregiously disturbed physically, and you know, in a 7-7 game, you don't want to give up opportunities.
Now the Pacers in the offensive zone. Sending that across, long shot. Plater knocks that off his chest and into his stick. Now a long bomb, a little bit of a miscommunication there, and he's just going to play catch with Austin Dalgetty. Now the Pacers bringing this up the floor. Bo Dox-Tatar. He's got time. Sends that across the floor. Manley sends it down.
They probably want to clear out here and give Schneider some room to operate here. I don't know that there's anybody on the Owen Sound defensive court that can handle him one-on-one.
Here goes Pryor. Pryor's got Kerr. Pryor's got a man on. He's going to have to make a play quick, and they're just going to lose it off that. Jordan Cochran knocks that one loose. Is he going to be able to come up with it? Doesn't look like it. Bo Dox-Tatar strong on the stick, able to keep it. Shot doesn't make contact with Plater, goes wide. Dox-Tatar gets his own rebound, sends it out front. Across, swinging out front with a long overhead shot. Denton Multaki. And they're going to send that into the bench of Point Edward, so Owen Sound will get possession. Carter Moran now a 2-on-1. Moran and Laycock shot. Can't get that one to go. Laycock's going to have to use that big frame to win this ball back. And he does. Good work from Laycock there as he holds on to that, protects it. It gets loose, goes to try to pick it up again, still battling. Point Edwards picks it up, and now they're on the move. Number 18, Caden Lockin. Shot off the mask of Plater, scoops it up in his stick. Able to toss that one forward. Nolan McIver carries this up the floor. Owen Sound. And that looked like that shot, as the ref calls time, that shot must have knocked something loose there in Miles Plater's helmet, and he gives it a quick fix, and it's going to slow things down just a little bit and give everyone a moment to breathe. Both players changing, both teams. And Nate Laycock is going to start with this ball. Laycock gets around one. Tries to power through two.
I don't know where the rest of the Owen Sound players are. Here we go. We got one back out there. So
Farley catches that one. Owen Sound a little bit stationary right now.
Again, I don't exactly know what Stewart is doing back in his end already, but nonetheless, let's see how the Pacers can.
Calvin Stewart picking that one up.
Yep, he's got a clear lane, and the Pacers are not aggressive in going after the ball carrier, so
he's going to be able to likely kill a lot of this 30 seconds off. Sends that to Moran. Moran, very talented offensive player for the North Stars. And a good save there. It turned into a play. It seemed like it was just going to be nothing, and then Owen Sound able to create a scoring opportunity. Dox-Tatar, long shot. That's going about 15 feet wide of the net there.
That might have been generous. Ball got stuck in his pocket, a little hook there, and
the Bayshore is known for its bouncy boards, but I haven't yet seen somebody use those for lacrosse. We'll see. Anything is possible. Morrison battling, able to get around both, right out in front. Ball knocked loose and picked back up by the Pacers. 14 seconds left on this power play. Carrying it in, Bodox Tatar. Up for Snyder. To Manning. Dox Tatar. Snyder, long shot. Good save, picked back up. Calder Adams sends that up. West Grant can't connect, and Manning's gonna pick it up. Able to find Snyder. Snyder gets in, shot. Very deceptive shot. Fooled Plater, but just wide. Picking up the rebound here, it looks like Dox Tatar sends that up. Manning down low. Snyder still with it. 9 seconds. Snyder sends that pass across. Manning, long shot off the back of the net. And a pass up there for Moran. Moran's going to carry this into the offensive zone. He's going to flip that off for Laycock. Nate Laycock sends that in low. Can't come up with it is Brown. Brown finally does. Across the floor, Moran. Long shot, overhead, bounces around in the goalie's knee, still loose, and picks it up.
Yeah, Owen Sound just not generating anything inside again. Generally, when we see their offense run dry, it's because they're settling for perimeter shots, from the outside and desperation stuff, because they're not handling the ball well during the offensive sets.
And now Snyder still in the offensive zone with it. Trying to get around Nolan Gerard. Does. Gerard gets a stick up, no call. Maybe a generous play there, and he's going to flip that one up and out of play, so they're going to call something here. I'm not sure exactly what.
It's a delay of game.
So off is going to go number 21, Kaya Pierce. He's been in the box. I think this is his third trip there this evening. And I would imagine he's not feeling too good about that one, especially right after watching one of his teammates get a stick up in the face and no call being called.
Yeah, it's that's the way she goes.
Owen Sound. Morrison. Laycock. Moran. Back to Morrison. Drops it. Kicked into the quarter. And change of possession here, so that's going to go to Point Edwards.
Again, they attempted to run that set play, the scissor pick, but I'm curious why they don't run it for the lefty shooters, where you've got a skilled guy like Carter Moran that could use that clear lane to the net, but we might see it later in the game. Maybe this time on the power play.
Laycock picks that one up after Point Edwards turns it back over to the North Stars. Moran with the ball. Laycock. Back to Moran. Looks for the shot. Back to Moran. Laycock and Moran. Long shot. That's going to go off the goalie and out of play. So Owen Sound will reset that clock to 30. A minute 06 left on this power play. Laycock back with the ball. Moran and him playing catch. Moran getting hacked and slashed. Passes back to Morrison. Morrison sends that off Dox Tatar. Big shot there. Jordan Cochran can't get that one to go. It's going to bounce around in the crease. And they're going to say a penalty here. I think a technical going against the North Stars. They were not happy about that slash against 10-minute misconduct going against the North Stars. Somebody's getting tossed out of this game.
And I think it's Carter Moran.
Carter Moran took a very heavy stick across the hands, and there was no call. And so we're going to see what's going on here. Pete DeBrone saying, yep, it's you, you're gone. And Carter Moran is heading off the floor. Point Edward Pacers are all cheering very, very loud right now. Moran still doesn't know what's going on. And this won't change how many players are on the floor, if I'm correct, right? A 10-minute misconduct, they'll still be on the power play just without Carter Moran now.
Correct. I mean, you rarely see a 10 called before. Usually they get the 2, then the 10, then the game.
Moran, relatively squeaky clean player, like doesn't get very many penalties. These referees know him quite well. They know that he doesn't. And calling the 10 right out of the gate. Now right out in front, Zach Snyder.
Zach Snyder attempted a round-the-world backhand there, and was almost successful.
Cochran. Shot. Good save. Brown finds Morrison. Morrison to Laycock. Down low for Cochran. Cochran, hard shot. And it looks like that's gone into the knee.
Well, without Carter Moran, they've already lost Jonah Kerr earlier in the game. This takes all the skill off the left side. Jordan Cochran's still there. He's a pretty skilled guy, but
Zach Snyder. He's got all the time left in this period. Snyder trying to make something happen. Doesn't want to run a play too early. 6 seconds left. He's going to have to do something. Snyder tries to send that in low. Can't connect with it. And it's going to harmlessly bounce into Miles Plater's stick. Well, the Owen Sound North Stars, they got off to a hot start this period and then lost that lead. It's now tied 7-7. The Pacers absolutely battling in this game. And a few players getting kicked out, one on the side of the Pacers, 2 players gone now from the North Stars. We'll be right back after this break as we talk to Jordan Cochran of the Owen Sound North Stars, one of the few lefties left on this offensive drive for the North Stars. We'll be right back after these messages.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
Today, I helped a senior find transportation to an important medical appointment.
Today, I helped a new mom find virtual programming so she didn't feel so isolated.
Today, I helped someone understand new government supports.
Every day, 211 navigators connect Canadians to critical government and community programs and services.
211. Help starts here.
It hurts every day. Each post feels like a dagger. I thought they were my friends. There's no escape. But thanks to your prayer line, you listened and you cared. I found hope in Jesus.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena. I'm joined by Owen Sound North Stars number 5, Jordan Cochran. Jordan, it's a big game for you guys going up against an opponent that has struggled this season so far. What are you guys looking for from the North Stars to get past the Pacers?
Well, we're really just looking to keep the ball moving, do good on offense, and play tight defense, and try to limit them to inside scoring opportunities.
Excellent. You know, the Bayshore can get rather rowdy. I think that's made pretty clear here. How much does it benefit the North Stars playing at home?
You know, we love our crowd, and once it's bumping. So it's good to play in front of people that we like our friends, family. They've been supporting us for a while now, so it's good to see them keep coming back.
Excellent. We asked Point Edwards their prediction for the final score. Your prediction is?
I think we're going to win 12-4.
12-4. That's a bold prediction. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around for the next period of play, and we'll see if this prediction here from Jordan Cochran comes to pass. You're watching Rogers TV.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
Welcome to Central Westside United Church.
My name is Matthew Rutledge. I'm a 60 scoop survivor, born in Red Lake. Was adopted from there to Toronto at the age of 4. A lot of our brothers and sisters, family members got separated from each other. That was the government's goal, to break that connection from brothers and sisters. Basically taking the Indian out of the child. Right now, they're still trying to find themselves. Originally, my birth name is Harvey Halverson. In my high school days, teens, I was trying to fit into society. I knew I was First Nations, but I didn't know who I was inside. I think later in life, I started that journey. I am proud, Nishnawbe man, of who I am now. I love life, who I am.
Steve, I mean, we talked about keys for success in the first period, and both teams did what they were supposed to do, and both teams did what they weren't supposed to do, and now we've got a tie game 7-7. It's a one-period game now. What do you want to see from both these teams to make it a good third period?
Well, again, Owen Sound, they held the advantage on skilled players early in the game, but now they've lost Carter Moran. It looks like with, at the very least, a 10-minute misconduct and more likely a game. And then Jonah also getting injured there and doesn't look like he'll return. Those are two real skilled lefties that really run their power play. Yeah, so with those guys out of the lineup, it really evens the playing field up top when you compare the two offenses. So again, you know, running good transition, not getting beat defensively, a lot of communication. You know, it's just, again, the small things, the hustle plays, making sure you get in on loose balls and don't give up easy goals. And both teams are going to really have to focus that. And of course, the big one is stay out of the penalty box. You know, again, because on 5-on-5, it's probably a fair fight now. I mean, not that either power play is lighting it up either, but without those two skilled guys in the lineup now for Owen Sound, it really does favor the Pacers if Owen Sound continues to take, needless penalties.
Well, it looked like the Pacers were almost trying to take North Star with them when they were getting a call, and why wouldn't you? If you're going to go down a man, you might as well try to bring one with you. So we'll see if cooler heads prevail here in the third period. We'll be right back after this commercial break with more Owen Sound North Stars action here on Rogers TV.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
I've been fighting depression for years, and some days are harder than others. Your prayers are helping me find peace and a glimmer of hope. You were there for me, renewing my mind with the Word of God.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or a hearse. These unplanned modes of transportation can be a costly choice and do not take you home. Your plan could include a designated driver, a taxi, or public transit. Drink responsibly, choose your ride, and have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
Blast you.
Hi, I'm David Shearman, host of Politically Speaking. Join me for our next show where my guest will be Ross Kentner, Mayor of Meaford. Politically Speaking on Rogers TV.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center and J.D. MacArthur Arena. A little update for you, as I'm sure you can see right there on your screen, is that Carter Moran is in fact back. So yes, a 10-minute misconduct, yes, for technical, not a game misconduct. So I think the referee was saying, okay, maybe I did the wrong sign. I shouldn't have grabbed my hips the way that I did. It wasn't a game misconduct. It was in fact just a 10-minute misconduct. So Carter Moran will serve, not sure exactly how much more time, but likely about 3 more minutes from the time of the incident. Talon Brown and Marcus Brown going at that. And Talon Brown able to win that one for the North Stars. So Moran will in fact play this period. Cochran tries to send that across. Farley can't pick it up. Now the Pacers with pace into the offensive zone. And I promise we won't make that joke too many more times. Snyder shot. Plater able to turn that aside. Plater still in net after coming in relief in the second period of Nick Sanderson, whose ankle has been bothering him. And Marcus Tock doing a good job at checking the goalie as he was outside of the crease there, trying to play that ball. Now Calvin Stewart, he's going to flip that one forward. Wes Grant to Morrison. Morrison sends that over for Jackson Ray. Jackson Ray takes a stick to the back, able to make a play. Out front, Brown sends that across. Morrison out in front. Ray can't quite come down with that one. And the North Stars are going to have to make a quick transition here to defense. Wes Grant trying to slow him up and maybe make him take the 10 seconds, but able to get to the middle of the floor just in time. Caden Loken flipping that off for a teammate. Cypress Sinopol with a goal tonight. He's going to send that off to Snyder. Snyder gets around his man, back out in front, back to Sinopol, across the floor, and then picked up by Nolan Gerard. So a bit of a breakdown offensively there for the Pacers. Now, Laycock almost with something happening there, but can't come up with it. Laycock on his man. Farley trying to stay high to cut off a pass. Now he'll go for a change. with speed. They've only got a couple of seconds left to get out of their zone. And here goes Danton Mullet. That's going to go right into Miles Plater's stick. Plater's going to send that off for Owen Pryor. We've got a down stick on the floor. Pryor's going to flip that one forward. He's going to hit Jackson Ray, who sends that off to Logan Cleggs, finds his way onto the offensive side of the floor for a little bit. Shot here. Brown sends that just wide. Cleggs tries to get to it. He's going to look at his options and send a long bomb just wide of the net, and that's going to signal the shot clock.
Yeah, Owen Sound getting a little trouble getting on the ball here on offense. So they're just going to want to slow it down, get some touches, get everybody feeling good, get in your spots, and then work the plays from there.
Sends that across, out in front, shot, save Plater. You don't often see these, but last season, Miles Plater getting into a goalie fight. Here's a shot by Morrison. That one doesn't go. Goalies have been very important in this game for sure. Owen Sound 38 shots, only 7 goals, and now a call coming against the Pacers, and it is going to Madden Dox Tatar. We're going to take a look at what the referee is calling here.
Well, I think
slashing.
I think he took a slash on the arm and retaliated, and his was a better slash. And therefore, he's going to get 2 minutes here.
One of those few times that being better at something may not actually be a good thing.
No.
Carter Moran maybe calling over, welcoming him to the box. Carter Moran still serving that 10-minute misconduct. Laycock now with the ball. He's going to play a little bit of catch. Back to Laycock. Finds Cochran. Laycock. Cochran across the floor. Morrison shot up high. Doesn't go. Trying to come up with it. Owen Sound can't quite. They're going to kick that forward. Picking it up is Morrison. Now Brown's going to collect his stick. Over across to Cochran. Back to Laycock. Laycock back to Cochran. Morrison. Laycock. Gets around one. Shot. Good save there. Pacers are able to keep that out of the net. Still 7-7. 16 minutes left to play. Pacers, they're going to roll this all the way down. And now the North Stars trying to get in alone. Can't quite corral that. Is Jackson Ray. He's going to get his own rebound and slow things down. They're going to need to send some players out quickly. Laycock with the ball. Half their shot clock left. Owen Sound was accidentally down a player. Morrison. That doesn't go. Laycock's going to need to pick up the pace here. Long shot, and that's going to run the clock out. So not a great power play here for Owen Sound.
Yeah, it's been well over a period since they've scored, and their power play is certainly gone south without Carter Moran and Jonah Kerr being able to operate on as lefty shooter in the top. So
Moran is going to need some sort of stoppage in play, a hard stop, before he's going to be able to get out of the box here. He's been in the box for the entirety of the second period thus far. Pacers are getting a little call against there and maybe a little bit of arguing, but the referees have heard plenty of that this evening from both sides, and they're just going to stick to their call. Laycock, Morrison, even strength now. Morrison, long shot. That one goes wide. Morrison's going to have to get on his horse here. And he will. Chasing him down is Manning. Manning knocks that one loose. Morrison knocks him loose.
Yeah, Manning would have been well advised just to protect that ball and let the 30-second clock go, and then he would have been awarded possession with some space. So
Marcus Talk battling hard along the boards there. And now Owen Sound is going to be going into the box. as Logan Plagues takes down his man.
Kyle Kennery has evened this penalty up, giving the pacer a looks like an embellishment.
Yeah, so we just heard there, referee Kennery, we could hear him up here in the box. In fact, it is going to be an embellishment call going against number 17, Bo Dox-Tatar. He's been playing hard, both players just giving each other a little bit of a stare down, and yeah, well, we'll see what happens with this later. You never know, but it's going to remain a little bit of 4-on-4 here, and rather, yeah, so 4-on-4. Hard shot there. Cochran coming up with it. Cochran across for Laycock. Laycock gets around, has a lane, stick up in the face, no call. Shot there by Wes Grant, can't get that one to go. Grant's got to get back. Cochran tries to get his stick around, now it's a 2-on-1. Grant's got to stop it. Shot in and a great hit. It's going to be a penalty.
They're going to get it. Again, they'll be called probably not on the checking from behind, but an illegal cross check. And again, poor offensive output is creating transition opportunity, and this one's resulting in a penalty going against them. So we're going to have a little 4-on-3 here.
Well, it's been almost half an hour since Owen Sound has scored a goal. Half an hour of game time, and those boxes are starting to get a little bit full as Owen Pryor takes a seat next to Jackson Ray. And we're going to get a little bit of 4-on-3 action as Snyder sends that over. Still with it. Shot low, can't get that one to go. Manning, across, Snyder, Sinopol, across the way, hard shot, Plater comes across, makes that save, now Marcus Talk. He's gonna send this up the floor, and Wes Grant can't come up with that one, so it's gonna go right into the big twig of the goalie. He's gonna flip that over for his player, and Snyder's gonna throw that up the floor. Now Manning with it, he makes a long pass. Sinopol. Snyder to Sinopol. Snyder. Shot! Good save. Sinopol can't come up with the rebound. Grant able to find the rebound. He's going to run behind the net. Trying to kill a little bit of time. Can't quite hit Talk, and it's going to go right into the goalie's twig once again. And goalie's going to hit a little fancy backhand pass. You don't see those often. Not from a goaltender, at least. And Snyder's going to slow this down a little bit. As the offsetting high sticking and embellishment calls are about to come back out. Snyder, shot, save, Plater. Well, Plater has stopped every shot that he has seen so far, which I know is not something you say as a commentator, because it's almost guaranteed to make it not be that way anymore. So I apologize, Miles. I shouldn't have said that. And a bit of a baseball toss there from Calvin Stewart, and then Plagues is going to send that hard and wide. 11:30 left in this period. And Owen Pryor back out now. Owen Pryor trying to get there, can't quite. Right out in front, Clegg, shot, wide again. Shots are, they seem to be going wide here for the North Stars pretty consistently. Not a lot are.
That must have hit the defender's stick and went out, because they've awarded Owen Sound and saying it was a brush. And there,
Clegg makes his way in, shot, another save.
And that was an awful breakdown by the Pacers defense there. Allowed Clegg to walk right in, and the goaltender who gave up 6 goals in the first period has really settled down and shut the door, only allowing 1 ever since.
Manning sends that low. Across the floor. able to connect there. Brown sends it across. Finds Pierce. Pierce shot. Wide. And that's going to bounce all the way back down. He's going to send that off his own player and bounce it right into the bench. And you've got Jackson Ray leading the way for the Owen Sound North Stars. Morrison sends it into the corner. Brown can't quite connect with Ray. Ray's going to have to battle here. And does. Sends a low shot there, bounces around between the legs, and Point Edward able to come up with that. The Pacers start up the floor now with some good speed going as well. That pass is a little bit too high, but able to corral it is Caden Loken. Loken sends that up for Malotki. Malotki across the floor for Snyder. Snyder backhand to Malotki. Malotki, hard shot. And Plater comes up big again.
Yeah, again, both teams are totally ineffective this period trying to get the ball inside on offense. So both goaltenders have been handling the outside stuff. As I say that, the next long shot will go in, of course. But
Nate Laycock, a hard shot here and off the goalie.
No, you made the save, so I'm off the hook. But
Tyson Morrison battling on the wall. Farley trying to get in there. Morrison down on the ground. Farley working, battling. Can't seem to find it. Laycock's getting in there, and the Pacers are going to pick this up as Morrison can't quite knock that one loose either. McDermott in, shot. Big save, Plater. And foot in the crease, so it wouldn't have counted anyways, but great save anyways. And now Wes Grant will carry this up the floor for the North Stars.
Yeah, great run by Owen McDermott there. He just, again, sometimes they wait to shoot a little too long and get that nudge from behind, and the momentum takes him through the crease. But he showed a lot of speed breaking through and creating that scoring opportunity.
Owen Sound, great work there, tripling. And now we've got a fight here at center. A couple of players are going to go. We've got Cochran just wailing on him. Knocked his helmet off already. Cochran's giving it to him. He's already jerseyed him. Jordan Cochran, rather, I think that's not Jordan Cochran, that's Talon Brown. He takes him down. A huge fight there from Talon Brown, absolutely getting the better of his man. Not sure who that was. It looks like that was Hunter Delgetti. Got absolutely taught a lesson by Talon Brown.
Yeah, and Hunter Delgetti, he's a big kid, so it looked like he had the early upper hand. He wanted to go, and yeah, he wasn't able to get the helmet off of Talon Brown, and his popped off early in the altercation, and he looks like he probably might have had a knuckle or two in the mouth.
Yeah, I think, you know, the North Stars always want to send you with a parting gift, and there's Talon Brown's parting gift to Hunter Delgetti. I think he might be going away with a shiner or two after that fight.
Yeah, you can never tell who landed what.
Take a moment here and thank Pizza Hut for their support of the OLA Junior B North Stars and Rogers TV. Thank you, Pizza Hut. If you'd like to visit them, you can find them at 669 10th Street West, Owen Sound, Ontario, or call them at 519-371-5660, or visit their website at www.pizzahut.ca. And they will supply you with all your pizza needs. Thank you, Pizza Hut, for your continued support of the Junior B North Stars and the Rogers TV crew. And it looks like the referees are trying to just figure things out here. DeBrone, I think he's got all the calls he needs to make in, and he's going to maybe go over there and just give a quick explanation of what is going on to the benches after a quick conference here with the other ref. So these goalies have been, they've been standing large. Plater stopped every shot he's seen, and Point Edwards has not let a goal in over 30 minutes of gameplay. Take a look at some of the Junior B upcoming games. Sunday, May 26th, they'll be in Cambridge. Thursday, May 30th, they will be here at the Bayshore against Elora. Saturday, June 1st in the evening, they will be playing host to Windsor just after the opening game of the North Stars MSL team. And then Sunday, June 2nd as well here at the Bayshore. So lots of North Stars Junior B action. Very well attended game as well for what we've seen last year. Lots of fans here tonight, and that's always good to see. So a new member there on the face-off dot for the North Stars. Seeing Nolan Gerard take that face-off as, of course, Talon Brown is resting his knuckles in the penalty box, or rather in the dressing room. And the North Stars trying to create some offense here. They haven't found any in quite a while, and that stick's going to go up high. And there's another penalty coming against the Pacers. Hard shot on net. And I think we're going to see something called. So Moran is back out on the floor. And Doc Statar is trying to argue his case. I don't know what he's arguing. I think he knew that the stick was up in the neck, and he just kept reefing on that neck. And
yeah, I mean, it slid up the shoulder pads, but yeah, on the second sort of attempt, you know, you probably get away with one. The referee will acknowledge that it maybe slid up there and caused no damage, but when you reload and go for the second one, it's likely going to get you the call.
Cochran finds Moran. Moran to Laycock. Back to Moran. Laycock. Fancy little bounce there to Morrison. We'll say he meant to do it. Laycock, hard shot. And he scores! It goes right in through the feet and trickles past the goalie. Nate Laycock breaks the stalemate at the Bayshore with 7:42 left.
And it's no coincidence that that the goal was scored with Carter Moran back in the game. Again, there isn't much that goes through this team on offense without getting through Carter Moran's stick at some point, whether he's feeding or finishing, and same thing goes here. He played a little catch with Laycock and will garner the assist on the power play marker.
Well, Moran, more than 10-minute break. There was no stoppage when his penalty was done, and immediately we're seeing the effects of Carter Moran out on the floor. And Nolan Gerard back up against number 20, Mason Brown.
Plenty of time here for both teams to either extend that lead if you're the North Stars or get back in it if you're the Pacers, but
Stewart coming up with that. Farley out on the floor. Moran back out. Farley will pick this one up. Cochran's out. Laycock's out. They're going to bring Morrison out as well. That ball goes into the boards and they lose it. Morrison can't come up with it. Now it's going to be a breakaway. Plater's going to have to be big. Morrison uses his speed and catches up. Makes this impossible. Tries to get a behind the back pass. Can't. And Claves is going to come up with this. So a great effort there from Morrison and Marcus Talk. He's going to send that over to Moran. Moran's going to catch a speeding Cochran, who throws that off to Laycock along the boards. Laycock out, muscles through, shot, can't get that one to go. It's going to go up and out of play, so that's going to go back to the Pacers. Throwing that forward. Malotki assessing his options. Sends that up for Loken. Loken tries to swing around his man. Long shot here. Reiser can't get that one to go. Picking it back up is Smith. North Stars with the ball. Grant sending that over for Moran. Moran over for Cochran. Cochran stops up, gets around, shot. Can't get that one to go.
No, it's a great screen set up for him. He had a big lane to go to the net, and again, he pounded it under the pavement and missed the net entirely.
Snyder. And they're going to call, is that an illegal pick, I think? So now the North Stars are going to take this into the offensive zone. Jackson Ray. And a good save there from the Pacers. Up to the floor and connecting with Loken. Loken trying to get around Gerard. Puts a little distance and then sends it to Snyder. Back down low. Manning across the floor. Malotki twisting and turning. Can't find too much space right out in front. It's gonna go up and out of play. It's gonna stay with the North Stars. Plagues carrying this up the floor. 5 minutes left to play. Owen Sound up by 1. Score is 8-7. Shots 46-32. Cochran up for Morrison, down for Farley. Farley tries to get out in front to find Cochran, can't. Pacers are gonna pick this one up. Looks like Lemon is gonna send that across the floor. Ducks Tatar carries this into the offensive zone, finds Snyder. He's got Pierce. Snyder right out in front, shot. No goal, great save there. Ethan Curry gets pinned up against the boards, able to shake it free. Ethan Curry's gonna slow this down. He's gonna let his team change. And he'll send that across. Now Ray with it. Ray has options. He's got Laycock, he's got Farley, he's got Morrison. Hard shot there, doesn't go. Just under 4 minutes left to play. North Stars can't come up with that. Ray's stick gets knocked from his hands. Morrison trying to check his man. Gets caught up. Good hit there from Morrison. Now Moran having to try to defend Malotki. Malotki uses his speed to get around. Long shot, scores Malotki! A laser beam over the left shoulder of Miles Plater. What a goal this late in the third period. Pacers tying this up 8-8.
Yeah, you got to figure it was going to be some kind of goal like this, where a game where neither offense is really clicking. They're kind of in the transition. We got a nice pick there by 14 that sealed the defender that could have come over and got in the lane, and that was a laser beam. You know, no faulting Miles Plater on that one. That was a well-placed shot with a lot on it. So good on the shooter. We've got 8-8, and we'll see which team might be able to pull this out with 3:34 to go.
Looked like Plater dipped just a little bit as he was trying to come across, and you know, you never want to let a goal in that you can see the whole way, and I think Plater will like to have that one back, but for the first goal against, I mean, you can't be too upset with how he's played this game.
No, that's, yeah, he's certainly, I'm not sure that Malotki is a real force to be reckoned with when it comes to the scoring prowess.
Well, this, you know, the Pacers team certainly have struggled offensively this year, but they might be starting to find their groove a little bit. Ethan Kerr off the floor. He's got Farley, he's twisting, he's turning. He can't seem to quite shake free Marcus Brown, but he does finally. Stewart tries to get around, tries to flip that one back. Farley's gonna have to race. He's only got 4 seconds left. He's gonna need to throw this into the zone. And that was actually pretty close to going in, so that was impressive. Almost dipped that one down over top of the goalie, and here goes Caden Loken, who trips over Owen Pryor, spins away from Moran and Talk. And he's gonna send that across the floor as Snyder picks it up. Snyder trying to slow this game down just a little bit. Sending that one in off his own man, and Plater has to make a very quick save there. Nolan McIver throws that up the floor. Moran across the way, connects with Ray. Back to Moran. Moran swings out in front. Morrison across, shot, Ray scores! Number 18, Jackson Ray puts the North Stars up again. 9-8 with just over 2 minutes left.
That was a real nice goal. The whole offensive set, the guys are moving their feet, moving the ball. Again, he comes across a little east-west and fires a nice sidearm shot, which looks like it just found the hole. Might have even turned his stick. Might have been 5-hole, but goalie just didn't have a firm grip on his stick and hit it and went in. So with 2 minutes to go, the Stars are back up on top.
And who gets the secondary assist but Carter Moran? Snyder with it. No lead feels safe in this game right now. Pacers, Manning tries to hit Snyder, can't quite. Holmesdown's going to come up with it. Ethan Kerr, and he's going to get his pass knocked loose. They're going to need to make sure to keep these passes crisp. Carter Moran, 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Throws that over for Jordan Cochran. Looking for an insurance goal. Laycock with it. Right out in front, Jackson Ray. Big hit there in the offensive zone. A great save by the Pacers. Rolling that down the floor, and I think they're gonna play this one slow, and great work there from the North Stars as they just try to let as much time as possible run off of that shot clock, as they were not in possession of the ball, so it was coming off of the Pacers. Laycock, shot, good save. 45 seconds left, and we're gonna get a call here, timeout. Called by Point Edward Pacers. 44 seconds left, 45 seconds on your screens. Up by a goal are the North Stars, 48 shots to 34 shots. A relatively low scoring game. Now you saw, I believe it was number 23, Caden Farich. We interviewed him during the first intermission. His score prediction was that the Pacers would win 10-9.
Well, if they could tie it up, they, 44 seconds, 2 goals have certainly been scored, but their goal now is to get it to even, and if they can bring it into overtime, so be it.
That's exactly it. So we will see what happens here with the North Stars and with the Pacers. Both teams perfectly capable of winning this game. And the North Stars trying to hype up their team. It looks like Austin Delgetti will be hanging out relatively high and looking to come off as soon as he can.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they...
And Snyder's trying to get around his man. He'll carry this into the offensive zone. A long shot here, they score! They just tied it up! Josh Manning, number 88 for the Pacers. They have tied the game with 29 seconds left. Can you believe this?
Well, I gotta say, handed to the coaching staff, I was a little bit befuddled how they would call a timeout and not go 6-on-5, but obviously if that was the play they drew up, good on them, and if it was just an ad lib, even better for the players, because they certainly created a great scoring opportunity, and they've tied this thing up. Now they have left 29 seconds, so it's still in the air who might take this home in regulation time.
Well, we will see if Caden Farich was right about the score. Manning again, and this time saved by Miles Plater. And now a timeout being called, it looks like, by the North Stars. With 20 seconds left, this will be, all things considered, likely the final possession of regulation.
I mean, that was an excellent opportunity from Josh Manning. However, being with 29 seconds to go, he might have been, better advised to pull up, get control, allow the goalie to come on a 6-on-5 situation. They would have full control of the shot clock, and now you've got 21 seconds essentially left, and Owen Sound is going to be able to go 6-on-5 here. So clock management can be a big thing in this game, and especially when you're looking to get last possession in a period, or with the game on the line here at 9-9.
Absolutely, you can see there Zach Snyder getting his 21st assist of the year. Outstanding season he has been having so far. His teammate from California, number 23, Caden Farich, of course, our interviewee during the first intermission, playing box lacrosse down in the States. He has made the prediction that it will be 10-9 Pacers. We're waiting to see if he was correct or if the North Stars can shine on home floor, home court, whatever you want to call it. Right now, Miles Plater is hanging out near the bench. They only have 5 players on the floor that are listening, and it looks like maybe we've got, I don't know if that's Calder Adams or it would be Jack Farley. He is listening intently and looking at the play on the bench. So I think he is there just pretending like he's not going to be going out, but getting ready to go out. I think they're just trying not to tip their hand too much to the Pacers. I would imagine that a well-informed coach would already know that they're probably going to pull the goalie, and they're just going to walk back.
If they're going to pull the goalie, you don't really need to disguise it. So again, I'm not quite certain why you would not want to go 6-on-5. Have confidence in your team that you can execute whatever that play might be that you want to run with, 8 or 9 seconds to go. So it's.
Now, is this just a? What's going on over here?
Well, that might answer why. It looks like goaltender has been called for illegal equipment.
Okay.
So. He probably has been called on his goal pads being too wide. Could be the fact that he doesn't have the straps done tight enough. And now that it looks like they're trying to fix that situation so he can stay in the game. However, that puts them a man down here. It's a 5-minute penalty, so even if this goes to overtime, it carries over. So again, it's a curious call. I mean, it's good on the North Stars, I suppose, for waiting till the exact time to call it, and bad on the Pacers for thinking, that they could get away with that, or the goaltender himself. But nonetheless, tough call for him. He's had a real strong game after a tough start. Although he made a lot of saves in that first period, he let 6 in, so he's only let 3 in the rest of the way.
So we will.
You can see now his pads are much smaller. So they've made him tape the side flaps, which if you don't do your straps up will flare out, and that's what he's been called for.
All right. Well, that's. I guess that's when it's helpful to have your assistant coach and general manager also be a goaltender. So maybe Ethan Wood spotting that one for the North Stars.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Owen Sound. 5-on-4, 16 seconds left. One of these teams is going to win this game 10-9. Who is it going to be? Cochran finds Moran. Moran shot, save. That's going to roll back, and I think we're going to go to overtime unless we can get a quick shot here. Toe save, and we're off to overtime at the Bayshore. Owen Sound North Stars, Point Edward Pacers 9-9 after 60 minutes. A 5-minute overtime coming up with a 4-minute 39-second penalty still to serve by the Pacers. Austin Delgetti being called for illegal equipment. I don't know if we're going to break. I think we might just stay here. There's only about a minute or two here, and they'll get the players on. In fact, it's going to be a minute and a half. They get to rest. You can see both teams are gearing up and trying to figure out, all right, what do we do? It looks like Pacers might be eyeing down the North Stars a little bit, try to intimidate them. Why not? Use every advantage you've got.
Yeah, well, I mean,
well, take a look here as Brinley Wilson of Elora is leading this league. 12 games played, 85 points. Brinley's going to be visiting the Bayshore this Thursday, so make sure you tune in here on Rogers TV or join us in person. Mr. Spencer is going to be taking over the play-by-play this Thursday with Steve, and you guys will have to stay tuned to hear all the action from the North Stars versus Elora.
So this is certainly a big kill, because with the 5-minute major, you can score 2 goals on before it's the man down is released. So in the overtime situation, it is not sudden death, but the cumulative number of goals scored in that 10-minute session. So, you know, they certainly want to limit any damage they can on this man down situation to 1 anyway.
Off to the face-off dot. Number 22, Nate Laycock, not using his shiny orange stick. Instead, he's got a nice short face-off stick ready to go. It's going to be Nate Laycock versus Mason Brown. And they're putting 10 minutes up here. Pacers, they look ready, although referee Kearney giving them a quick talking to. I think just letting them know what the timeout situation is. Brown, Laycock looks like he's going to win this one. Does. Pops that one right up. Throws that forward. Shot just off the goalie and wide. North Stars still with it. Wes Grant can't quite get there in time, and the Pacers are going to carry this up the floor. So a reminder to all of you watching.
Again, a sloppy transition. The Pacers don't get the ball in the offensive zone within that 10-second time interval that you must do when you're a man down. So again, a little more time that Owen Sound will have in the offensive zone.
Laycock back with that shiny orange stick. Cochran, Laycock back with it. Swings around, shot, scores! Nate Laycock scores the first goal of overtime.
And a real nice seal by Jordan Cochran as he came off the top, sealed the defender, and allowed Laycock to walk around. The defender was, felt he was held there, but the replay will say that he was held.
Yep.
He probably had a bit of a beef.
They got away with one.
Yep.
I'd say both sides of this game are probably feeling like the other side got away with more. Ethan Kerr picking that one up after Nate Laycock won. Mason Brown struggling in the dot tonight. Now Calvin Stewart sends that off for Jordan Cochran. Jordan Cochran throws that down the floor. Tyson Morrison finds Laycock. Back to Cochran. Laycock again. Cochran, shot! And that one was saved in between the stick and the foot. So good save there by Dalgetty. With speed out of the zone comes number 13, Madden Dox Tatar. And the Pacers will keep this in the offensive zone. Moran and Snyder, two captains, having a conversation. Manley gets around his man, shot. And that one was a dangerous shot on the floor. Big hit there as well. Owen Pryor able to hold on to it. Good work by him. Flips that over and across. Calvin Stewart drops that ball, picks that one up, and flips it to Carter Moran, who carries us into the offensive zone. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the power play. Shot! Can't get that one to go. Picks it back up, tries to scoop it into the net. Laycock getting there first, and a big hit from behind. Whistle's gonna go. Helmet comes off Laycock, and now they're gonna get another penalty going against the Pacers. That looks like number 12, Titus Hayes. So Hayes is gonna head to the box here, and he is going to join.
That was 17 we
number
got.
17,
yeah.
Bo Dox Tatar. So a really hard hit from behind there into the boards.
Yeah, just not a bright play. When you're already up against it, trying to kill off a 5-minute power play.
Wes Grant, he's got Farley out there. He's got Morrissey, he's got Moran. Moran shot high. And they're gonna say that Farley put a foot in the crease. I didn't see it.
His feet must be much bigger than they look, but
maybe just the smell of them made it into the crease. They're battling here. Both benches are giving a bit of a standing ovation for their players, trying to cheer them both on. Pacers bench going wild as number 5, Danton Malotki.
Owen Sound was real fortunate there that there was no call. You can't cross-check a player while they're on the ground, and it wasn't a hard.
Out front shot scores Carter Moran. That's the second goal of this 5-minute power play rather. So in this situation, Steve, where one goal's been scored on the 5-minute, they have another penalty that happened after the first goal. Which player does this one release? I guess we'll see in a moment.
The 5-minute will release.
The 5-minute.
It was the first one in there, so that one will come off the board now. So there'll still be a man down for 104.
Carter Moran has put his team ahead 11-9. We've got 6 minutes and 56 seconds left of overtime to play, and I think they're just trying to fix maybe a clock situation. They don't know which player to let off the boards here. They had number 39 up there, which was Austin Dalgetty, and so I think the timekeepers might just be a little bit confused about who's coming off here. So they need to put the other penalty back up.
Yeah, they took the wrong penalty off.
Which they haven't yet. So now they're getting it back up there. Now they've got 104 back up, so we'll be ready to go. Couple of missed starts. Nolan Gerard back in the dot here for Owen Sound. Gerard has been a great dot person so far today. And Mason Brown is just feeling the effects of that one. He's pretty upset. He's lost a lot of face-offs today, and I think they're starting to get to him a bit. Cochran to Laycock. Down for Morrison. Morrison finds Cochran out front, shot! Scores! Jordan Cochran, number 5 for the North Stars. He makes this game 12-9. Owen Sound is coming on in spades here in the overtime period. Still more than half the period to play. Owen Sound up by 3. Pacers have played the entire overtime short-handed so far. This will be their first time being able to play with 5 men on the floor. Back in the dot here goes Nolan Gerard. Number 20, Mason Brown, looking for a little bit of redemption on the face-offs. We'll see. And he will win that off of a possession call, so I guess that counts. Snyder, Manning tries to go back door, can't connect. Shot! That one goes wide. On his horse there is Malotki. He's got 8 seconds left, so some time to work with. He's going to flip that off the end board to try to create a rebound out front. And Owen Sound, smart play, letting that clock run out so that he gets the possession for free. Doesn't have to battle for it. Cutting right out in front, shot right off the arm, so close. And they're going to get a possession call here. Great effort there by Calvin Stewart. Just solo effort all the way in front. Makes it around his own man or around his defender. Gets that shot away, just can't quite beat the shoulder of Austin Delgetti. Tyson Morrison is going to send that back for Grant. Grant sends that over for Farley. Farley, long shot, bouncing shot off the goalie and out. So Owen Sound will get another 30 seconds here in the offensive zone. Morrison starting with it behind the net. Grant to Laycock. Laycock around one man.
Now they got called for an illegal screen there on the back, a little too much of a push.
So now Moran trying to control play, trying to force them to their strong side. Strong defensive side, that is. And Marcus Talk with a good defensive play there. He's got some wheels. He's trying to make something happen. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Pacers still not out of their zone. Pierce finally gets that one over, and then Snyder sends that way wide and bounces into the North Stars bench.
Yeah, a lot of frustration there. Again, the Pacers unable to move up in transition, trying to do it with a one-man show, and he got stripped and forced the ball back into their zone with no time left really on the clock to operate once it got in Snyder's hands.
Cleggs, he's going to jump into some offense here for a little bit. Laycock, backhand, tries to find a North Star at the back post, can't quite. And now Dox Tatar with speed. He's going to go up the floor. Morrison and Cochran forcing him to one side. Now Ethan Kerr's on him. He's got a stick under the arm there and able to fight that one off. Malotki with a laser beam to send this one to overtime. If you're tired watching this, you can blame number 5, Danton Malotki. Absolute laser beam over the shoulder at the end of the third period.
Yeah, it's been all Owen Sound here in the fourth period. So Pacers, valiant effort. They really hung around this game, but with almost a little under 4 to go, it doesn't look like they're poised to make a serious comeback.
Grant sends that over to Laycock. Farley, he was on Dox Tatar. Shot, scores, Laycock! Another huge goal there from Nate Laycock, as he's able to get around Dox Tatar and put that one in the back of the net. Looks like,
and again, we'll see a nice little, just a little individual effort. Beats his man, the bottom guy 9, whoever that was, not certain who that was, just was not in a position to help, didn't have the right angle, and Laycock fired over the top of the goaltender's shoulder. Nice shot. Didn't have to put a lot on it. It was well designed to go where he wanted it to go, and pretty much stretched this thing out of reach.
After that play, number 6, Owen McDermott, was battling with Wes Grant. Just a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play, but nothing really came of it. Now the Pacers, they're going to lose that one, but Manning's going to pick it up in front. He can't quite get the shot away. Miles Plater's going to come up big. Ethan Kerr now, he's got 2 men on him. He's going to need to shake loose. He gets rid of 2. He's going to throw that forward. Great work there by Ethan Kerr as Jordan Cochran is able to carry this into the zone. And now a backhand pass, shot, scores, Morrison! Morrison able to put that home with 2 fantastic passes. One from Jordan Cochran, and then a nifty little lob pass from Carter Moran. Referee's saying, all right, let's get this show on the road. Well, referee, we're here, and they're gonna celebrate a great goal by Tyson Morrison.
Again, we get a 3-on-2 situation. Carter Moran knows that he's got Morrison down on the crease, and the ball doesn't stay in his stick very long. A nice little flip pass over and as the defender approach.
And Hayden Hindle making his first face-off debut there. Hayden Hindle out on the floor. He's not too sure what to do.
They also just had too many men, so.
Yeah, they got away with quite a bit there.
Yeah, and they will turn the ball over, but with a 5-goal lead with 2:52 to go, I think we can pretty much chalk up the 2 points for the North Stars here tonight.
Moran with his 12th assist of the year. Great work here from Dox Tatar, a fantastic save by Plater. Plater's only let 2 past him all night, coming in relief early in the second period. So great game from Miles Plater, and he blocks 2 more on that play. So he's having himself a night and tries to get that one all the way up the floor. He does, around his man, shot, scores! Tyson Morrison. It's now 15-9 with a big assist from Miles Plater.
Well, apparently the floppy pads were the secret. Since he's forced to tape them down, he's allowed, I think, six goals. So they did figure him out. Took 59 minutes and 42 seconds or something to do it, but yeah, he's kind of lost his confidence here in the fourth period.
It would certainly seem that Austin Dalgetty, that call against, something just maybe messed with his head. A really, really big hit there, and down goes number 9, Nolan McIver. He's feeling that one. Stick rode up a little bit into the face. He's not feeling too good. The helmet comes right off on the bench. As the Pacers keep up the pressure, and Plater coming up big again. Another huge save, 1:50 left in this game.
And those were 2 real good looks that the Pacers just presented to Miles Plater, and he stood tall.
About 1:30 left to play. Morrison with his 12th hat trick. I'm not sure if that's right. 12th goal of the season. It's a hat trick goal. So great work there from Tyson Morrison. And Plater with another save. Plater making his way onto the score sheet, not just in saves, but now in assists. And I'm sure maybe we'll see a goalie goal this year. You never know. A pulled goalie sometime, a little lob pass down. He might make it onto the score sheet in another way. Moran there trying to put a little exclamation mark on this victory. Owen Sound up 15-9 here in overtime. Dox Tatar, 50 seconds left in this game. Sends that back up to Pierce. Pierce to Snyder. Snyder throws that across the floor. Back to Snyder. And he hits Dox Tatar. Dox Tatar, 5 seconds left. Shot. Good save, Plater. Picking this up, number 29 rather, Hayden Hindle. And he's gonna underhand pass that up the floor, and you've got Nolan Gerard on offense, who's gonna just try to kill the last 15 seconds of this game. He's gonna run back to his zone and say, I don't think so, this game's done. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it as the final seconds tick down from this game. The Owen Sound North Stars coming away with the victory in overtime by a score of 15-9. Going into overtime, of course, tied 9-9. Owen Sound, 6 unanswered goals at the end of this game. Steve, a fantastic overtime here from the North Stars. They finally figured out Dalgetty. Do you think you think that penalty against Dalgetty really could get into his head the way it did?
Well, you would think, you know, the way some goaltenders are, I mean, we could say, yes, it did. He let 6 in there, which he hadn't done for a good part of the game after that 6 in the first period. But, you know, who knows? But, I mean, it was no coincidence that the offense started to come back when Carter Moran reappeared from his 10-minute misconduct, and then the power plays that just absolutely killed the Pacers in overtime. You know, the 5-minute illegal equipment assessed to the goaltender for not, having his leg guards contoured, so they had to tape them down, and then they took an inadvertent penalty during that point in time too. So, and they scored 3 goals on those 2 opportunities, and then kept coming.
Well, I think a great analysis of the game right there. The North Stars are back in action on Thursday here at the Bayshore against Elora. Elora is a strong team this year, top scorer in the league so far, over 80 points. So you'll definitely want to tune in and catch that game here on Rogers TV or here at the Bayshore as well. I'm Nick, this is Steve. You've been watching all of your North Stars Junior B action here on Rogers TV. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you at the next one.
Due to the length of the preceding program, we now join the regularly scheduled program already in progress.
Of new growth.
So show us how you put the fertilizer in it.
So what I do is sometimes they come with a little scooper, otherwise you can use your finger pinchers. I just grab a little bit, just like a little pinch for whatever your fingers will hold without dripping out.
Okay.
I'm just going to put it down here like this.
Sure. This is beautiful. So while you're doing that, tell us how where you are and how people can reach you. And
yeah, the time flies. We have to finish up. But
I know this is perfect for Mother's Day.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes, it is. It's perfect.
Yeah,
for
that's
Mother's
probably
Day.
a busy time.
That's why I asked Jessica to come, because this is the right time, just before Mother's Day, and the husbands out there that are looking for something. Or they could even come and create their own.
And we also have a really fun event coming up for Mother's Day.
I saw that. I'm coming.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so tell us quickly. We were almost out of time.
Okay, so our event coming up is our Ladies' Night for Mother's Day. We're going to have Georgian Hills Winery with samples for wine.
Oh, I'm in.
And it's in support of the Women's Shelter. So normally we always do an annual event at Christmas, and with that we ask everyone to bring like a donation for their entry. This, we just ask something for the Women's Shelter for the donation. But you can check our website and our Facebook page for information about that. There's no entry fee. It's just a donation if you are able.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Good cause.
Thank you so much for joining us
You're welcome.
today.
Thanks for having me.
We'll have you back for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys are masters.
Yeah. Oh, right? How do you know?
Yeah. Only because you're here.
No, you did all the work. You guys did great. Good
Thank
job.
you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much, Jess.
Much fun. Thank you.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
It's been a long time coming. You don't win it to keep it, you win it to be a part of its history. Always hard to see the difference between winning and losing.
The quest for the hardest trophy to win in sports.
Hey, it's Krista McKee here of Wandering Gray Bruce. I am so excited to bring to you the 5th season of the show. We're going to meet some very exciting and interesting people. Stay tuned. This season, we are going to Chantry Island, visiting southern Grey County to explore barn quilts, and we have an exclusive interview with the Coast Guard at Tobermory. So join me on Rogers TV.
You're watching Rogers TV.